Hello everyone, I've had a bunch of people ask me if I could just go start over the game and just kind of show my thought process and give some tips. So we're going to do that today here, maybe make it about half an hour. We'll see how things go. The first thing I'm going to do is go up to the settings. We're going to go change server and global. And we're all the way up to 125. Let's just go right to smack dab, the very first one. And we'll go in there on it. So the first 10 stages at chapter 1 really isn't going to be too much besides just getting some troops here, but we'll see how fast this lets us go through. Not really too worried yet on this. I know once we get to chapter 2 things are going to unlock a little bit. This is pretty much just a tutorial, but still, we'll just keep on attacking away here until it tells us to go and level up some gear. And if this takes too incredibly long, we'll probably just go and cut a section out and skip right to it. Alright, there's our first defeat, so now it shall probably tell us go and invest in our gear or even summon a hero. Re-summon, look at that. Can't skip it. Gonna get an epic, and who are we gonna get? Alright, we're gonna get Calyx there, that should help out. Let's go back in. Battle it up. And we'll just slap him behind these two here just to let them tank the damage before him. That's a little better. So I do live on a busy road, so you might hear the occasional Lamborghini hauling by or even the motorcycle. Usually it doesn't sound exactly like that, but it's kind of just, hey, goes and makes a whole bunch of noise on my microphone. So I probably should have moved Calyx over to the right-hand side right there, just because, well, we killed the first enemy anyways, but we really want to get that chain effect on him. So if we didn't kill that first enemy, he would have just been going right to that left side there and really only hitting one enemy. So to move him, we just hold him, swipe him the spot that we need to. I think this one might make us lose here too and try to get us to upgrade our gear. At least that's the way it looks like it's going to be going. So right now we're going to level up as high as we can. We are also going to level up these guys. But I would say don't ever invest in leveling up your rares. You always want to do it to your epics. 3 stars, I don't even know if these ones are just normals. And actually we can click on this up here and grab our 100 gems from Calyx. But that's one of the things I see a lot of players doing early game. And if we do, and once we need to, we can come down here to recycle heroes. There's a reset option. We can reset that hero for 50 gems and get whatever we invested back into him. So I don't feel like it's the end of the world if you do put some leveling into one of these weak ones. Are we still going to beat this or not? Looking like it's going to be close. Yeah, we got it. Dropped you. Got another hero here. So we do have this guy right here is our tank, or at least our strength on it, so we'll put him up there, and we'll also put this guy up here too. Oh, I'm sorry, not that guy, that guy. Try to keep our agility towards the back. They're usually going to be more damage, more attack than they are hit points, so let these our guys take the hits and let us just kind of make the kills. So once again, I don't want to hit that hero on the left with Calyx, so you can see we hold him down, he's highlighted there. So that's what we're going to be going for, is the right hand side. And that's something you always kind of want to make sure. Am I lined up on the hero that I want to hit first? And I'm always kind of analyzing that when I go into a stage, say, who's going to be the biggest threat? Who do I want to get rid of? And then try to get all my troops at least to go after that one. Now, what do we have here? So I probably want to go and drop the ones on the left-hand side because there is 3, although we're only going to be able to hit 2 of them on that way. If we really need to kind of know like what the stats are, we can hold down on the enemy and see actually what their abilities are and so on, but this is still so early game, this really doesn't matter. We're pretty much playing the tutorial right now. Which say the game really doesn't start until we get to chapter 2 anyways. This might tell us to summon another hero here with how this is going. We got them before they got us. Now in a situation where this doesn't work and we're not beating somebody, the next thing we probably do is just kind of move our troops around a little bit and just see if there's a better area or combination that works better. We'll see if we can do this without leveling them up. The other thing is sometimes you get that first hit when you start off and it'll be like a critical hit, wipe out one of your enemies. Just going and pausing the game and doing retry. There's times where I'll do that over like 10 times in a row until I really like how that first initial hit starts off. Whether that's the enemy critting me or me critting the enemy. Dropped us there, so we got to level back up here. Try putting some more money into your heroes. Take you to 10. Take you to 10. We'll go back in again. Oh, look at that. We got a bonus. 100 gems. Gotta get some summons after this one. So let's just see if we can kill them real quick. Got some stuns going on. That definitely helps. And look at that, we've completed chapter 1. Go back in, we'll grab those summon stones on it, see if we pull anything good at all. You can claim additional rewards by clearing stages. Let's go back, spend these things. See if they'll give us somebody decent. I still haven't gotten a Rochelle yet on my main, it's the only hero that I don't have. I'd love to see it pop up in one of these. What we got? Who's it gonna be? Is that Babu? That's a Harfa. The Harfa. And even though I wouldn't normally go and say pull from the 300, I'm just gonna grab it here just so we can see if we can get an additional epic hero or so on. Alright, so we got Harfa, let's level him up. We can break through, which means we can go and level up some more. As far as the breakthroughs, I mean, obviously do whatever you can to break them through until you get to that point where it says, hey, you can't break through this hero until you get to 3 stars or 5 stars. I'm sorry, 8 stars or 10 stars. Whenever you see that little gold icon or the little gold star, 1 gold star is actually 6 stars inside the game. Very confusing for some reason. Now, we're getting a lot of stuff here, aren't we? Let's just go pump some more into Harfa here. We can auto-equip. Got a helmet there. Nobody else with the little star icon on them. Let's go and just grab this reward for him. I say star icon, but it's just a little diamond area. We got up here. There's no mail. First purchase. They already give us the summit event already, which is nice. Oh, we'll just get the pack here too. I'm always trying to pull as many summons as I can inside the game. Although right now with this event going on, I'm spending about 1,000 gems a day just going and buying torches so I can try to get that whole task or mission completed. Let's go back in now and see if we're doing any better. So I'm gonna drop, let's see here. We don't want this normal one. We're gonna throw a Harfa in. So you see there's 3 different gear icons. We have our strength, which is the one that Harfa has. We have our agility, which is the one that Calyx has. And then the last one is intelligence, and that's gonna be like this guy right down here. So when you get a piece of gear, it's going to fall under one of these 3 classes. And so I always try to say I don't want to have more than 2 of a class. So I don't want to be going in 3 of these strength classes right here, because by the time that 3rd one gets the gear put on them, it's just going to be kind of like a weaker rarity because, you know, we've already put our best stuff on the other 2 heroes. In the meantime, if we do that, well, now we're taken away from another class that has a whole bunch of good gear sitting there, and it's just sitting in your inventory. So I'm not really too worried about this last one. We'll just go and throw this guy out there. I do want to make sure that my tanks are up front, and then we want to pull the other guys behind them here. A lot of heroes will have stats saying like, you know, give this skill to all adjacent heroes, which are going to be ones that are touching. So definitely read the stats on them to kind of find out like, hey, this is what I need to do to get this increased buff for it. And then position them accordingly. So once again, not really any heroes that I'm afraid of at all. These are all just a lot of normal heroes and rare heroes inside the game. That guy does not want to drop, does he? What is that? Is that a Peru? Is that who that was? And if I need to like upgrade and I don't want to go back to the home screen, we can hold down on one of these, just like that right there. I can break through them right here, confirm, get slap levels up on them. We can go and change out our gear if need to. We don't have any at the moment, but we have unequip all, we got auto equip. So just know that that's an option if you want to go and move things around. I find it easier to just go to my hero screen and do it personally, but that option is there. So we do have a soul back here in the back right, although he is only level 10, so I don't think it's really going to be too much of an issue. So he will have the burn to all of our heroes. If I had a hero that might go and kind of try to get rid of him first, I'd go for it. So we'll just kind of move everything over to this side and see if there's a chance that one of them might hit him. Okay, so there's one right there that seems to attack the back row. I don't really play with rare and normal heroes. They're all used for burners. And even though some might really be doing something at, you know, Chapter 2, Stage 3, they're not going to be relevant later on. They have less skills than other heroes, And I think the normals only actually have 2 skills on them. So we can see here, here's a normal one. Okay, so they actually have 3 different skills. Our rare ones, on the other hand, are going to have 4 skills, and your epic ones are going to be the ones that will have 5 skills. So that's why we really want to try to use these ones right here. And you can see, unlocks at 3 gold stars. That, once again, is considered 8 stars. Get some coins out of this. So it looks like we can auto-equip some gear here. Level up as much as we can. Let's grab this auto reward too while we're at. Look at that, level 2, we got 100 gems. Anything to worry about? No, I mean the only one we have right there that looks like a actual epic is gonna be Lagoo, so we'll just move that over. And that's not really normal for formation on the enemy side. I mean, normally Lagoo's a tank, he's a strength. You're gonna see him smack dab right up front. You're never gonna see a normal right in front of that, but like I said, this is still early, kind of get you to have the feel of how the game's played and what characters are doing. Alright, so this one has a Delicacy now. So this is going to be where things get a little tricky because he's going to have a chain effect. Now, he's already giant right now, but when he's the last one around, he's going to turn even bigger, get a like 50% attack, 50% defense. Him being only a 5-star, we probably don't have to worry about that. So you can see, yeah, he's only going to have 3 different sets. So at the end of every 2 rounds, remove 1 debuff, gain additional 20 energy from 1 attack. So he still is going to have the chain attack on it. Now, when the hero is right dead center right there, they are going to attack the left side if there's a troop over on the left side. So what we'll do is we'll move Harfa right over here, and then I'm going to throw my other tank over here on this side, and we'll go and we'll pop you back here. So now when he goes and use that chain effect, it's just only going to hit 1 hero because there's not a whole bunch of them that are adjacent. So you can see that was that chain effect right there. If we had it where there was even 1 more touching, it would bounce from that first hero over to the second one. You gain a new power. Let's check it out. Let's grab this here real quick. It doesn't look like we can. So, okay, so we could recycle. There's no cost for normal and rare heroes to reset. So that's something I didn't know. I thought it was always 50 gems on it. You can convert unused heroes into fragments. So I just always auto register these. Now the reset themselves, we could just go click on that there. We get all those resources back. Which we'll probably just go ahead and do it here, and I'll just pump this stuff into my epics because that's really the shining stars are what we have. Go and break him through. Now we do have 600 gems on this. I want to just see how forgiving this game is early on here. That might chance giving us another epic on it. Really early game, you want to be pulling from this thing as much as you can. You want to really try to get your heroes to 8 stars, which is, once again, 3 gold stars. I say it over and over because it is confusing, and I still see a lot of people like, oh, I'm at 2 stars. It's like, I don't think I've ever seen a 2-star before. And let's just go recycle this booger here. I don't think we can fuse anything yet. Nope, so we'll go back. Journey rewards. Receive this. Receive that. And we can actually go and just pump in a little bit more. So always try to go back and just keep on checking to see what you can put into your heroes just to make them a little bit stronger every time you're going in. Like this, we can grab that. I don't think we have enough of those. We kind of always, instead of just kind of going here and clicking on the hero to see if we have enough, we can always go up to our bag up here, see what's in our inventory, and if you need to isolate it, and we can go down to, you know, items, chests, so on. This is what I do a lot of times with my runes inside the game, just to see like, oh, where's my runes? I want to get to them quick because it will get flooded pretty quickly. So we got a Lagoo over here on the right side. I want to get my Harfa right across from there. I believe the Harfa has a silence on it. Let's just double check. Yep, so it deals 120% damage to all enemies in the front row and has a 35% chance to apply a silence debuff. So that silence is going to make it that that hero is not going to be able to use their active skill. They're only going to be able to do the normal attacks. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to attack first with Harfa and get Lagoo at least silenced, because Lagoo's active ability is going to go and stun our heroes. And it'll pretty much be stun anything in the front row, so. It doesn't even look like it might be needed on it, because... Alright, well, we got him anyways. Now, I did have somebody ask today, like, how do I counter poison? The poison's so annoying. Heroes that are going to do a healing over time, like Almond, for example, not really negates the actual poison. I mean, there's poison, there's bleed, there's fire, or poison, bleed, burn. It's not going to actually take that off when you're doing the healing over time, but it kind of counteracts it. There's also heroes like Almond that's going to go and remove debuffs. So poison, that's a debuff. Having a hero that says, hey, remove debuffs from adjacent heroes, that's a good way to get rid of the poison also. And that goes for the same thing for poison, acid, bleed, burn. There's a bunch of different ones out there. That remove debuff, though, will not do things like get rid of the stun, the silence, the freeze. Those are going to be considered crowd control. So once again, that's where you have to go and hook up a hero that says remove hero from crowd control, and you know, you go that route. Anything special here? We got 3 fires, so yeah, I'm just gonna go and send it here and see what happens. So I think maybe we'll take this to the end of chapter 2 here, and if this video, you know, gets positive responses, people are really digging it and kind of want to see what's going on, maybe we'll make an R1 down the road with another 2 chapters on it. Just go back, see if we can level some things up here. We're still lacking those soul stones on it. That's 220 for that. Our world tab, 210, so we're getting close on the world tab, so looks like we might be unlocking the Cave of Abyss here soon. Alright, so now we have a Ch1, which totally annoying. Ch1 is going to go, and you'll see if we click on him here. Will it let us know what he's going to hit? No, it won't. So Ch1's going to be hitting this guy, and this guy. So what we want to do is then go and separate those heroes so they don't get hit pretty much. So we'll have Harfa over here on this side, And actually, where's my other tank guy? That's our other tank guy. We want to have him in front, and we'll go that route. Now, they're not really playing Ch1 right on this because they have him all the way in the back row. He might not even be high enough level yet, but Ch1's going to do more damage the closer he is to an enemy. So ideally, if they were playing him right, they'd want to have him smack dab right in front, right across from my Harfa. That freaking slashes. It's a beast. You get a chance to get Ch1, that's definitely a hero you want to try to invest in. And once again, now we have a boss soul there. It doesn't look like that's going to hit it. Doesn't look like anywhere we put him is going to make any difference. So, and there's really no chain effect with Soul. Soul's just going to hit every single hero that's on the screen. So once again, if we wanted to try to prevent him from burning us, you know, we would try to throw a hero out there that would remove debuffs, or one that would give us some healing over time. So we got the Cave of Abyss. This is one that's going to happen every day. You see there, we're going to get a torch every 1 hour. We got a guide on this as far as the Cave of Abyss, so if you want to know more about that, what to do, definitely check out that video. We'll link it towards the end. But as you can see, this is kind of a nice little spot where we can get some gear inside the game. It's not going to be anything crazy at the moment. It's going to be more when we go up against these bosses. That's where we're going to be really getting some good gear if we can get our chest level high enough. Now, I'm just going to go and just send it right here, but ideally, we would probably want to go and, you know what, better yet, let's just leave our tank up there. Let's go and pull this healer off. Let's do another DPS style one. So we would typically want to use AoE style heroes on this because there's 3 of them out there. So my favorite hero to go up with would be somebody like Dex, for example. If I'm thinking right, I think Carmen, I think she does some AoE damage. So you see the chest up top, that's what we're trying to go and get the higher number on. The higher the number, the better the rewards. Now, every 2 rounds inside this, these heroes are going to get stronger. So it's one of those things, you want to pump out as much attack as fast as you can and just kind of see where that gets you. So I'm going to back out of that because we don't really need to show you too much more. We'll just auto-equip this, which is nice. And let's just go back into playing some chapters here. Just collect these rewards real quick too. Some diamonds. Some stuff to upgrade our equipment. So we can go in. Let's go and throw it on Calyx real quick here. Enhance this. I always enhance my sword or my weapon and my boots first. These are both going to be ones that will give the attack stats on it. The only time that I'll actually go and reverse it a little bit is if there is a health-based hero that, you know, all the stats say, do this based by your health percentage. But ideally, all my heroes pretty much focus on the attack first. So, once again, we got a Lagoo over here. We'll just go. Pop him over, and that looks a little bit more normal for what we would see for a positioning behind him. See how freaking tanky he is, though? Like I said, I want to try to silence him before he gets me, but Oh, somebody already got stunned down there in the bottom right, so... you see those little stars? That just pretty much means that you're going to be losing your turn. If you ever hear about anybody talking about speed inside the game, there's some heroes out there that says like, oh, gives this player more speed. Those are all going to be, you know, based by when your hero gets to attack. So there's 10 heroes on here right now. Everybody's going to get a turn during that round unless they're stunned or even frozen. Any type of crowd control usually stops that. But if we had a really high speed, all that's saying is that my hero is going to get to attack before their hero. If you got a really low speed, that's going to be them just getting to attack last inside that round. So we'll move Harfa over here just to get him to get Ch1 out of the way, and then we'll go and just go back in here again, see what that does. And we'll hit here. So Ch1's attack is going to go and heal up eventually once he gets a high enough star level. So he's going to go do an attack, heal up, and then it's one of those things where it's like a vicious cycle where he keeps on doing damage. You do damage to him, he gets low, he hits you, he gets more health. So that's what makes him pretty annoying. So we really want to separate him. Now we're in a bad situation right now because if he did stay alive and hit all three of us, he was just going to get a whole bunch of health back and pretty much wipe out those three heroes. So even though that I do have a soul right there and I do want to try to go for him, the game's going to make me want to try to go for the hero in the front row. Just because of the fact that I don't have any heroes that are actually saying like, go for the lowest attack hero, or go for the one in the back row, or go for the one in the front row. So once again, always want to make sure you read the descriptions at least, just to kind of get an idea of, you know, how things are played, and then that can kind of help your positioning. You get one that says attack the hero in the back row, you might see it's the one over on the left hand side. You then go and move that hero on your side over to the right side, and it might attack that one. So it looks like we might not be doing too well here, but we might get this, and we do. One more round and we're going to be able to get that bonus right there. So we do have a Telfer, which is that blue guy right there. I really didn't need to be split on that one, but there's nothing really saying that I have to keep these things together. I mean, I haven't checked the stats of these rare heroes. We could probably check to see what that undead one is and what they do, but you know, I don't think we have anything that says, you know, do this for adjacent heroes. So let's check real quick here. If we go to that, where are you, you undead? So deal attack 65% to all enemies, reduce their energy. Normal attacks deal 90% damage to all enemies in the front row. And I think this is the other one we're using right here. 100% damage to the enemy with the highest attack. Apply a debuff that reduces its attack by 17% for 2 turns. And what's the other one? Deal attack 170% to... Okay, that's the one we just read right there. When attacking with hit points below 30%, heal yourself by 60% of the damage dealt. So it looks like we got something we can throw on here for an auto equip. We'll go and pop that on. And then we'll go and just give it another go here. So we'll go back in and see what's going on. Stop. Alright, I'll be done in about 5 minutes here. Alright, so once again, Ch1 is right in the back in the middle. He will be attacking the left side, so let's just isolate once more. We'll see if we can drop him before he drops us. I wasn't really paying attention to see what level he's at or what his stats are, but we might be able to do this here. Maybe not. We're gonna get him. Oh, here it comes. And there's your Ch1 slash right there. So hero grow. So they want us to put some more in. So we have the resources. Or actually, you know what? Do we have the resources? Let's grab journey rewards. I don't think we can get the bonus on that. So now let's go and just pump into some of the other ones. Now the other thing to keep in mind here is we can go and actually get our faction bonus on things. So we're gonna go pop this in, level this up. So if we go 3 undeads and 2 of the humans, which we'll do here, we'll go back in, we'll battle. So we're gonna go drop this one out right here. We'll throw this one. So now we have 3 undeads. We have 2 humans. And actually the other one that I have there is, let's see, we got, I don't think I leveled that other one up. So you can see down here, if we click on this portion, 3 plus 2, we get attack and HP. The other thing is so we have a whole bunch of fire up here. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4 fires with 1 human. If you click up here, you can see that the humans are going to be doing, there's the humans, the blue ones, extra damage to the horde. So ideally, it'd be better for us to go and use a bunch more humans. And obviously, you see the horde is going to be doing more damage to the elves. So we'd want to stay away from elves. So let's see if this is enough to keep us alive and drop this Ch1 before he drops us. I think it's looking better so far. Yeah, we got a chance at this. As you can see, we just put a couple extra levels in there. We got our faction bonus, and all that's going to help out. Gained an new power. Let's check it out. So this is going to be the fusing on it. So I personally never want to fuse any of my heroes, at least these rares. I don't want to take them over 5 stars until I know I need them to be over 5 stars. So when that auto fusion button finally pops up, just be cautious of it. It's nice, quick, and easy to kind of go and just say, oh, I'll just hit this, but this will take them to 6 stars. And you'll find a lot of times when you're going and bringing your heroes up to, I think maybe, 10 stars, for example, it wants 2 of them at 5 stars, or actually, let me rephrase that. I think we want to go and take it to 2 stars or even 3 stars. They'll want your matching hero, and then they'll want a couple of just 5 stars of that race. So sum it up, don't take it over 5 stars until you absolutely know you need to. So we got some gear we can slap on these things. And let's just grab whatever else we can. Oh, I want that stuff. Well, you know what? We can grab that from here. So we'll just get that, and now we'll go, let's just pop it in Calyx here real quick. 110. I thought I just got some more of that. Let's go up to here. You know what? I burned it up on our other one here. So let me go, and I'm going to reset this guy. Manage, recycle. Let's reset you. Now we'll go through, we'll break through Calyx here. And we'll just pump a bunch of levels into him. This should make things go a lot easier for this last one. Now, when we do have 5 soul heroes in our soul link thing, when that finally gets to the point, it won't let us actually go and take it 20 levels higher than another one that's in a slot. So if you have one that's at level 20, one's at level 40, and everything else is at, say, level, 15, you won't be able to take that one that's level 40 up to 60 until you get those other ones, what they call broken through or breakthrough. So from here, now that I have him leveled up, I could pretty much just go and say, yep, I'm just going to smack the button as much as possible. It's going to be a breeze through because having those extra levels on him is just going to make him so much stronger that it'd probably be pretty easy just to skip 5 levels. Now when the time comes and we do unlock the Tower of Souls, I think it is, that's where we'll go back and forth. We'll switch between playing the chapter. We play the chapter until we get stuck. Once we get stuck, we try to move some heroes around in a different formation. If we're still stuck, we'll try to trade those heroes out with other heroes, just see if better combinations of skills, that faction bonus, trying to use that race card of going and saying, hey, I want the humans to attack the horde. We'll try all those things, and when none of that stuff works, then we'll go over to the tower and do the same thing over there. So it's a lot of kind of bouncing back and forth just to kind of see what works out. Well, maybe we might not skip as many levels as I thought, but we'll see here. I think we got this one here. I would have loved to use that piercing blow over on the left-hand side instead, but it is what it is. Damn, so there's stage 19. Stage 219, so one more to go here, and nothing really says we need to keep these guys separated, so as far as I know. So we'll just go pop them together, see what happens. We'll see how terrible that soul burn is going to do to us when it goes and drops here in a second. But I think we got him before he got us. And there you go, guys. There is 2 chapters completed inside the game. Sure, we'll give you 5 stars. And let's just go and Sagen has awakened the power of the shop, so we have that now. And this is something, while we're here right at it, I buy everything that's a coin, at least in the beginning. I mean, once I get towards the point of, you know, playing later and I see things for like 1.5 million for a pair of like epic 2-star boots, I'll go on and look to see, do I actually need this one? Because that is a lot of gold. So that'll kind of be the deciding factor of buying things. I'm not really buying gems for anything else inside here unless there is an event going on, like I'd buy those torches, and that's about it. But we'll just go over here to our summon real quick, and we didn't grab them yet, so let's go back up here, grab this. Let's just see if we get anything good out of this before we close the video out. There is an epic right there. Who do we get? Alright, that's going to be a Gallon, Gallon. So that's pretty much kind of sums up the first 2 chapters. I'm sure as we go and get a little bit further into the gameplay itself, we'll have a little bit more to talk about on it. But if you guys do want to see more videos like this, if you found this helpful, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, we'll just probably say, we'll just play another server, another account, and just kind of break it down. So really, let me know your opinion on it, and if this was helpful, or if there's something you do want to know about, I'll try my hardest to kind of go and make a video on it like I did this one right here. So if you guys, what did we mention? Cave of Abyss. If you guys want to see more about the Cave of Abyss, kind of know the thought process behind that, check out this video right up over here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.